Your Excellency, here you can see a pictorial representation of one of us being interviewed by a probation officer. Then we have legal education, spiritual matters, peer counseling, creative writing, life skill training, peer and case study. Here, Your Excellency, is one of the counseling virtual sessions in progress, drafting legal documents. Your Excellency, there is a pictorial.
So welcome, these are some of our products.
Let's pick the lessons that we are learning here, that the day the Lord enables us to leave these gates, we can be different people and we can transform our communities even as we go back to the communities. And I believe that that day is coming. I want to encourage you never to lose hope. We need to be resilient, like our senator has told us. Never look down, never give up, never cry inside that blanket thinking that life will not add up to anything. I just want to promise you, I have met your sisters that did cross-stitch and they walked out of this gate one day. I want to say that someday you'll get out of this gate because the prison people have done a good job. So I wish to thank all the stakeholders who have actually participated to make today's event a success. Langata Women Prison Community for your dedication to this partnership. KCB Group, FIDA, who have provided legal clinics, and AAR for the medical consultation services. I like the testimonies that we've received from some of you that you have learned that it's not good to take shortcuts. If you do a shortcut with that cross stitch, like instead of putting black, you put green, and then that product will not come like that. And even just learning here that the things that have brought us here sometimes have been shortcuts, that in life we need to go through a process. You see the progress from the beginning to the end. And while doing this, you have to persevere. There is a lot of perseverance. And you really have to be patient because it will not take you just a few months to do that kind of thing. And also the benefit that we have seen, as we've said, is that there is providence. The money that you get from cross-stitching has been able to help you at least help your children. And usually we say that even if we do this and we don't involve God, it is all in vain. So prayer is very critical. And even, this is relevant to everybody.
I am sure you have witnessed some young children in here. And these children are below the ages of 4. These women most likely have left other children at home. So the money that they are going to earn from the Karakana is going to help those other children at home. We don't want to take them to children's home. We have requested the judiciary to fast track the cases of these mothers. There's no child who has committed a crime. Yes, kuteleza sio kuanguka, wako hapa, lakini those children who have accompanied them, some have been born here. You've seen it. A few months old, a few days old, infants, and they are here. And in collaboration with our one prisoner, one bed, one mattress, we shall do one cot, one baby. Wow. This is going to go a long way. Children are very vulnerable to diseases, communicable diseases, mannerism, and all that. We are advocating for alternative dispute resolution. It's not everything that must be taken to the authorities. Kama mtu amekukosea hapa kwa neighbor, why do you have to take that person to the authority? Why don't you sit down and solve that issue? We are overcrowded in our institutions. Remember, they don't come with a fee. So the government is feeding the prisoners every day, the offenders, I don't want to call them prisoners, the offenders every day, clothing them, and all the other amenities that comes in place. Of course, we know those who are in prison, who are contained today. We know them. They come from our villages. They are our neighbors. Have you ever talked to them that they could change? It starts from there. Our society is rotting because of individualistic approach to issues. We must come together. What was the purpose of Nyumba Kumi again? Was it not to sort out those disputes? Then why are we having double the number in prison?
Tungeomba ukaweze kutufungulia pale nje halfway homes. Mahali ambapo kwa sababu wengi wakitoka hapa gerezani hawana mahali pa kukaa for the first 2 to 3 months. Tukitoka gerezani mahali ambapo tunaweza keti kabla tunjimarishe kimaisha, Your Excellency. Mahali ambapo tutakaa tuweze kuwa tunafanya kazi tukiwa pale, kwa sababu tuko na imani utatupa kazi, tufanye hiyo kazi tukiwa pale. Kisha pia utaweza kutuobserve tukiwa kwa hizo homes, tabia zetu, uone kama tumeimarika na uone kama unaweza kuwa na imani na sisi unapotupa kazi.
This is a privilege that everybody would want to be associated with Cross Stitch. So in the process, it also makes work easier for our officers. So it enhances discipline in the prison. It keeps us busy because we all know an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So that is the best part of it. And Your Excellency, I cannot forget to say that it is an income generating project. When we stitch these pieces, we are paid. And like Your Excellency, we watched keenly as you hosted the First Lady of US, Jill Biden, and you were talking about table banking. We watched it through because of the prison reforms, we have televisions in our wards. Yeah, so we watched keenly as you talked with Jill Biden, Her Excellency, and I noted what she said. She said, if you empower a woman financially, you have empowered a community, you have empowered a family, because a woman will spend her money on the family, and that is what I think Cross Stitch is all about. We appreciate that so much. Yes, as being mothers, Your Excellency, the money that we get out of Cross Stitch, we do not just spend it just like that. As it is said, we have children at home. We have been able to pay for our children's school fees through the monies that we've gotten out of Cross Stitch. We have been able to buy them gifts. We have been able to send them gifts for their Christmases, to celebrate their birthdays. We have been able to embrace them as mothers and let them know that even though we are behind bars, we still care and we are still their mothers.
Hadanganyiki kwa mali na mikongo ya mjini, hababaishwi jasiri daima. Bila mwanamke kila kitu husimama, mwanamke ni tunzo, yatupasa tuitunze kujali hadi kiyama. Ae mama mwanamke kujiamini, kwenye miradi wewe. Mwanamke apigwi kwa ngumi wewe.
So dynamic is a woman. In this digital era, she's many things. First lady, an astronaut, a college professor, a judge. The list is endless. She soars high like an eagle, never to be left behind by civilization. She's the mother of society. If you didn't know, now you know. She works hard to challenge the hurdles of life, to make society a better place for inclusivity. Her aim is always and will be always to break the bias.
You have made a difference in the lives of many people. Today, we are happy to be associated with you as we celebrate this year's theme of digital innovation and technology for gender equality. During your tour of the prison facilities, you were able to see how we are connecting this with this theme, and you actually witnessed firsthand the impact that you've made in the lives of our girls. You could see your footprints and your footsteps. And today, as we celebrate Mama doing good and doing it the right way, we welcome you to come and partner with us anew